Receiving cash within Business Central and applying it to an invoice starts in the Cash Receipts journal within Business Central. To navigate to that, we're going to click on Cash Management and then Cash Receipt Journals. I'm going to just open my general journal here and notice that the balance account type is going to default to my checking account because my checking account is where the money will be deposited. Once this opens, it actually looks like there's already one here in the system. We're going to delete this one and start fresh. There are a couple of things that you can do. I'm going to start off by selecting a customer. In this case, I'm going to select my first one here. It's going to populate the description to say the customer name, but it is free form, so you can write the text as needed. Now we can enter our amount here, or we can scroll over to the right and say applies to doc type. We're going to apply it to an invoice. I'm going to select the three little dots and it's going to show me all of the invoices that are open for this customer. In this case, we have 10. I'm just going to and we're just going to select one, and it's going to default to the amount of the invoice. Now we can come in here and type on top of it. So let's say we only received 2,300. We can write that. After this, all we have to do is post and post. You can also do a preview posting to make sure that it is hitting all the correct accounts. So we're going to select the GL account, and here we're hitting our AR and our cash account for 2,400. Now this balance account type, if it is not already defaulted, it should always be bank account. We don't want to enter it directly into the general ledger account for the cash. So that way it goes to your bank recs. And then you can select the balancing account number. In this case, we're going to stick to checking. And then when you reviewed, you can post and post. Now we're going to actually take note of the document number that was auto-populated, and it's actually 2020. So we're going to post and post. And yeah. Now we're going to navigate to that customer. So if I hit sales and customers, I'm going to open, you can see that their balance is now $240. I'm going to click on that balance, and that invoice or order was no longer, that invoice was no longer open. But to prove that to you, I'm going to scroll all the way over to the right. There's an open column. I'm going to click down here and just clear that filter. What this is going to do is show me all of the invoices and payments for this customer. Now this is the payment that we just created. Remember, the document number was 2020. And we can see here that the remaining amount is 0. And this is the invoice that it was applied to, that originated from this order. And the remaining amount here is also 0. And if I come down here and I click, I'm going to unapply it, you can see that this invoice 2020 was applied to, this payment, document number 2020, was applied to this invoice.